Welcome to Bluff City Birdies, where we come on and just talk about golf or anything else in our lives. Basically, we just sit down and just hang out. We got Coach House, John House, and we got Anderson House, who's a collegiate golfer and just won his first tournament. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And I'm Jackson Proctor. So, but Anderson, how's it feeling getting your first W, your first win?
Feels pretty good. I mean, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd be pretty shocked that I actually won that tournament. But just feels good to not choke for once.
Yeah, dude. We were looking at the scorecard and we noticed you were in fourth place, and we knew you had to get an eagle to win, right? Right, you got an eagle, right?
I had to birdie at least, and I did
Yeah.
I thought I might have to eagle, yeah.
So, what was the total score that you won with?
That'd be a 145. Yeah, 1/145.
There you go. Um, but yeah, so I was looking at your score. Every week, Uncle Coach House sends me a link, so I look at your score and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was in class doing homework or whatever. I got a text from Coach. And he's like, or he actually he called me back and he called me and was like, he just needs he needs an eagle to win this, but I hope he gets like birdies. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I hope so too. I'll be honest, I didn't think you were gonna get eagle on the last hole. Not that I was doubting you. I just it's I
Well,
didn't think you were gonna get it.
I thought I used up my eagle for the day too.
So yes, it's hey, what's up? So but yeah, you surprised me and got that eagle and you showed me that you're just a great golfer, Ginger. That's what you are, dude.
No, he's a lucky golfer is what he is.
But
Um,
Coach House, you want to talk about how nervous you were or anxious? He was really nervous over the phone, I could tell. So
Well,
anxious.
Jackson, didn't I text you or call you and I said, you texted me and said Andy's doing pretty good or something, and I said we're not talking about it. Shut up.
He said,
And
let me go back and actually see what he texted me. He said, yeah, he said, stop it, not talking about it. That's what he said. So, but
and
he
then
get he gets pretty nervous. He gets very nervous.
yeah.
well, I only want you to do good. I want you to be successful. Tell Lennon and Reggie to stop. Tell the Brits to go to bed. Tell them.
And he said y'all need to stop and cut it out.
Glad you caught yourself
My
there.
dad. Who said that? Coach Owls. This is some racism. Just a choice video. This is just racism.
So, but yeah, you were really anxious on the phone when you called
Well,
me.
left school, had to drive to the dentist. And before I left school, I looked at it and he had like a two shot lead. I think he was one under on the card, and the next closest was one over. And it was a kid from Walter State, if I'm correct.
That's right.
And when I got to the dentist about 25 minutes away, Anderson was at, I think, +4.
Yep.
And that kid was +1. And Lennon, I think, was +1 or
Two. He
two.
was +2 at that point.
And I was like, what in the heck has happened? And I mean, my first instinct every time I see a triple bogey is to kind of like just maybe toss my phone or something. But anyway, I go into the dentist and actually, um, Dr. Purcell asked me, well, how's Anderson doing in golf? And I said, well, it's kind of funny you ask. He's been leading this tournament or close to leading this tournament most of the day, but he seems to went bogey, bogey, triple bogey in the last couple of holes. And so now we're in like third or fourth place. I think he was tied for fourth at the time. And I was like, let's just hold it together. Let's stay right here. We've had a good day. And I get home and I had not looked at it again. And I think I walk in, I look at it, and I see I want to say I saw the eagle, which put him back at +2. And I'm like, wait, I think we have a chance. And then, so I put my phone back away. I'm not looking at it. I start folding a little bit of laundry. And then Anderson texts and says, guys, I just won my first college golf tournament. I was like, what? Wait. And I knew right then he had to have eagled if he won it without a playoff. So, yeah, I got excited. I kind of ran through the house a little bit,
Yeah.
ran in here to Leslie and said, he just won his first golf tournament. And I got excited. Yes.
Yes, sir. I kid you not. I looked at the score. I looked at the scorecard like a second before you texted Anderson, and I was like, was is that a mistake? Because I saw the three, or I saw the eagle, and I was like, there's no way that's real. Like that's gotta be a mistake. And then he texted us, and I was like, that's crazy.
I'm glad you believe in me, dog. Thanks.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. You were +4. Come on, cut me some slack, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was actually playing really good for most of the day. That course is so tight. Almost every hole is OB left and OB right, and you most holes got like 30 yards of fairway to work with, and you miss it. There's either side, and you're losing a golf ball, and you're re-teeing. So I'm 2 under through like nine holes, I think. And then I make a silly bogey, and then I make a good par. And I get to 18 and coach is watching, and I proceed to three putt from 11 feet, just right in front of him. I wanted coach to see it. I wanted him to see me three putt.
You're just waiting,
As
yeah.
Oh yeah, and so I go back to even. And then I go to hole one, and the only thing I have to do, it's a par three, it's not hard at all. The only thing I have to do is not go in the left bunker. And what do? I put it in the left bunker. And I have to hit a bunker shot to a downhill, downgrain slope with the pin 5 feet on the green. I put it to 11 feet, a great shot, lip it out, and then I go to one. I'm like, all right, now I'm tied because I was playing with the guy that was in first place after I tripled. I was playing with him the entire day, so I knew exactly what the lead was at and everything.
I did not know that. So
Me
that's
Oh
neither.
yeah.
interesting. Y'all are battling back and forth.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
that's
me
pretty
and
cool.
Blake were both gingers too. We were battling the entire day.
So were y'all talking to each other through this process?
Oh, we were having so much fun.
Really?
We'd always birdie the same holes too. I'd make a birdie, he'd make a birdie, and then we'd just go over fist bump each other and just watch them finish out the hole. But and then we get to hole one. I'm like, all right, I'm T1 now. I've done about all I can to choke this round away. Let's just hit the fairway. And what do I try and do? I try and guide the golf ball. I hook it straight left into someone's yard. I go and so I'm OB, so I have to re-hit again. And so I'm like, all right, let's not hook this one. And so I push cut it into the trees on the right. So now I'm hitting five off the tee. And I hit the middle of the fairway, thank the Lord, because I saw about everything else on the course that day on that hole. And I get up to my ball. I'm like, all right, I've just lost this tournament. Let's just at least hit a good shot. And so I put a wedge to 5 feet and make a birdie net triple. Uh, and so
There
I
you
go to
go.
the
Attaboy.
oh, yeah, I go to the next hole, and my mind is just fuzzy. I didn't know what I was doing. I almost pulled my drive left, OB left on hole three, and then I hit a hybrid like 50 feet on the green, and I drill it for eagle. And so I'm thinking to myself, all right, I've just been given this, and so I have a chance. Why not? Why not take advantage of it? And so the fourth hole, so we have like four holes left. The fourth hole, I'm one back, and I proceed to three putt from 15 feet. And so now I'm still one back because he bogeyed that hole too. It was a tough hole. And we go to number five to par four. It's extremely tight. And there's not OB, but there's you miss left or right, you're making a bogey because you punch out and you have to go for it in three.
Hmm.
And so I make a great par out of the bunker on that hole. I go to six, and I know my teammate, Lennon Hill, I know he's at two over. and he still has two to play after I play hole six. And hole six, I par, basic par. So going to my last hole, I am one back from the lead, and Lennon has a very easy par five. I mean, it's almost a birdie guarantee. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna birdie this hole if I play good, and I'm about to lose to Lennon, which is fine. But Blake was also at two over, so I had to either eagle to tie or birdie to lose by one. And so I get up there, I have 206, dead in to win. I mean, it's a strong win. And I was like, all right, well, coach is either going to watch me get T1 right now or he's going to watch me get T10. So I pull out the hybrid and I just send it. I absolutely murder that ball. And it's probably a 20-mile-an-hour wind or 20-yard wind. It barely lands on the green, rolls like 15 feet. And as I expected, Lennon birdied. So he's at one over. So I have a 15-footer for Eagle to tie the lead. And somehow I make the putt again for Eagle.
How
And
far was that putt? What was the length of that putt?
15 feet. I mean, it wasn't a crazy putt. It wasn't a 50-footer like the other Eagle.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy because you smashed that hybrid, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was it was 206 playing dang near 230. So
Wait, how long was the hole?
510, 520, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Um, and so I make eagle. I'm one over for the tournament. The guy I was playing with, Blake, he makes a bogey. So he's out of it. And now I know I'm tied with Lennon, and I'm going down hole eight because he was right in front of me. So I going into the clubhouse, I see him play his final hole. And I get there and I'm asking what's he got this for because he's putting right then, and they tell me he's got that for par, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, make the putt and we can go to a playoff and just mess around for a couple holes, and whoever wins doesn't matter because we're winning the tournament as a team. So I kind of want to just have fun. But Lennon misses the 7 or 8 footer that he had for par, and I win without a playoff. So that was basically the round. I choked about as hard as possible, and then I got two eagles in the last five holes to somehow pull it off.
There you go. Yeah, Coach House was telling me he's like he's not focused. Ginger's not focused. And I was like, Ginger's focused. So I had faith in you, bro.
Thank you, Jackson. Apparently you did now, huh?
What are they doing in the background that has your interest so much?
He's videoing me for some reason. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm getting side contrast for you now.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
he's getting my side profile, is what he
yeah,
said.
he ever since you won, you're a celebrity now at Roan, right?
I don't think a single person other than the golf team knows.
Um,
They
I don't think
probably
so
they ever will.
they probably put that all over the boards over the highways and stuff that says wreck ahead or whatever. They had that all over that around the campus and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
no,
everybody knows.
there's a picture of me. It was an AI picture from Coach. Yeah, had me with the trophy. No, they didn't do anything like that. I doubt it.
so would you say that hybrid was like the shot of the tournament, or what would you say is like was the shot of the tournament?
I mean, the hybrid basically won me the tournament, but I'd say the wedge that I the
For the
birdie in that
triple?
seven, the
The
birdie in that triple.
triple birdie, yeah.
I was standing there I was distraught. I couldn't think because I was like, all right, I've just basically lost this tournament. I'm about to be three shots back and there's nothing I can do. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, if I can just somehow turn this from a quad or a quintuple bogey into a triple, if I can just get this up and down, then I'll have some momentum going into the next few holes because I knew I had a couple easy par fives I could definitely get birdies on. But when I hit that wedge shot, I mean, I thought I almost hold it. So
Yeah.
that was enough to keep me invested in the round.
Yeah, I was so when I got the news, I was in the cafeteria at college, and I was so excited. I was telling everybody that I was telling people that you won, and I know for a fact they were like, I don't care. But I was just I was just so excited that it was like I was like he just won a tournament. It was awesome, especially after that triple,
Oh yeah.
because I was really worried about that.
Well, I mean,
Um,
in 3 holes, we went +5 in 3 holes. Bogey,
Amen.
bogey, triple bogey. And
yeah,
then
Hey,
and then
you
we
got to do
went
it in style.
eagle, bogey,
Par
par
eagle.
par eagle. Yeah. So it was a really odd looking scorecard, and it does make you wonder how in the world he won that tournament, but he did. He really surprised me and stayed focused after that triple because most people, and I'm not just saying him, most people would like be like, all right, I'm out of it now, and just try to finish out and be really thinking about the triple bogey. And it seems like he just kind of skipped it and went on to the next hole, and it showed, it helped because two two eagles in 5 holes really it doesn't happen every day, so it's pretty
yeah,
good.
It's first for me. I was surprised I didn't think about the triple after that.
yeah.
Well, you
So
actually you said you did think about it because you were probably trying to make fun of me, thinking, "Oh, I bet he's really going crazy right now,"
Oh
thinking I.
yeah.
you have no
I
idea. He was so
I, w-
anxious.
I was on three T box and I was thinking to myself, oh, I bet Dad's I bet Dad's pissed right now. And
Um,
that actually kind of calmed me down because I was laughing.
so if you don't mind getting vulnerable for a second, so like, has anything that your sports psychologist or sports counselor said that's like helped with like tournament wise, or just help you stay calm, or is it just because you're him? Like which one?
Definitely not him, I can tell you that.
Oh, I
But
know, but
if I had to say anything, I've always struggled with confidence. And our mental coach, we just came up with the term blind confidence. Just every shot I go for. It's honestly thinking that there's no chance I can hit a bad shot. Like I'm never going to hit that bad shot. Honestly, just kind of being very, very arrogant, but not towards others, but to myself.
hmm
And that definitely helped me with some of my shots today or yesterday.
yeah, yeah. It's all about the confidence, bro. That's
So, how is Lennon feeling after you knocking him off the pedestal? I felt bad, but at the same time, I was so
Coach, you did
excited.
not feel bad.
No, I
Stop.
really did because I
Stop.
love Lennon to death.
You
But
did you did not feel
it's a
bad.
dog eat dog world, and Anderson got to eat the dog last night. So, um, but
Hey,
Well,
Lennon has had his fair share of great. Lennon is pretty solid. Lennon's been pretty solid all season. Um,
well, there's a reason he's ranked higher than me or ranked better than me.
well, definitely.
And
Hey, Lennon.
stop.
I felt bad to be honest. I walk up to him after he finishes the hole. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. And he looks at me. He's smiling. He's like, "It's okay, mate. I'm surprised I shot 70."
Dude, he's a
I
great
mean,
Brit.
I had a 6 and an 8.
Yeah, he had a 6 and an 8 too, and still.
Hey, bro, we're all around playing good golf this week, dude. It's all
Hey,
all of us, bro.
our bad holes are really bad.
Get on with
You don't have to tell me, bro. It was yeah, it was pretty bad when I played, bro.
So let's
At
hear
least no
about your
triples
round
though.
now, Jackson. Let's hear about your round.
All right, it's nothing as big as Anderson winning a golf tournament, but I went to play nine with one of my pastors at church in Arkansas. We're outside Bentonville, and first hole was so bad. I I pushed my tee shot so far right, um, because I was nervous. I was nervous because I was like, I don't want to play it bad in front of a pastor, right? And then I proceeded to thin two shots and barely scrambled to make a bogey. And then I did the same thing for the next hole. But then eventually I got around and had three pars, three bogeys, and three birdies. So
That's a
There you go.
beautiful scorecard right there.
I know for a fact if had gotten my stuff together, I probably could have shot under par. I could have made a, but there was a par five that for some reason I was hitting my driver pretty good after I figured it out. I was hitting it like 280. No,
All
he's
right, all right,
attacking.
all right.
He's attacking. But I hit a
We
ditch.
come up with fake numbers now.
No. I'm gonna explain why. So I ranged the ditch on this par five from the tee box, and it's like 290 from the tee box. I'm like, there's no way my driver is going to the ditch. Well, my ball went in the ditch, so I wasn't able to convert that one. I had to take a drop from the ditch from 290. Holla.
That
Hey, give me props. I'll take a
Gotta
drop from the ditch from
gotta work on your
290.
speed control, man. Gotta work on the distance control.
I don't think it's my speed, but to be fair, there was no wind behind me. It was actually there was just no wind at all. There was no wind. So, but there were on the other holes.
well,
It was
there was
weird.
20-mile-an-hour wind in your face, right? And it still went 300 or 290, excuse me.
Of course, coach. I'm better
One
than Bryson DeChambeau and Pierce and all. Yeah, I hit it longer than Pierce for sure.
Pierce isn't here right now. He's probably out trying to still shoot your round that you shot this week so he
He's
can come
he,
on.
he's playing golf right now.
Is he?
He is. He told me that. Yeah, he told me he's playing golf. So
He's going to come back and say he had two double. He's going to come back saying he had two bogeys, four pars, and an eagle, so that he could be and maybe another par or something, so he can say he beat you by one stroke.
to be fair, he takes a lot of drops. So,
He he's very generous about that.
So
but
he's getting a breakfast. What do y'all call that? A breakfast ball
Oh yeah.
every start, even if it's dinner time. He's taking a breakfast ball.
I
Well, to be
remember.
fair, breakfast balls are allowed if you have not been to the range. That
Yeah,
is the
well,
rules in our group.
yeah. Hey, to go to the course I went to, the greens were like amazing though. They were rolling really good and everything. Tee boxes sucked, but the fairways were awesome. But nah, going back to Pierce though, I remember one time we were at Quail Ridge on hole eight, and he is like 120 yards out or 130 yards out, and he's hitting like a what is it, 56, 50, 52. He's trying to muscle a 52 up there.
No, he's trying to get 56 there from 130.
He empties out his whole bag. I kid you not, Anderson. What did he hit? 15 balls? How many balls?
On the low side, that figure is 15.
And he only got one up there because it bounced up there. But he had emptied out his whole bag. And I was like, this is so stupid.
Did he
It's like,
did he play the one that he reached the green on?
No, he picked up all 15 golf balls and then went to the next hole because he couldn't find his first one.
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
I don't know what he was
His
like
first one
swinging
was lost
harder.
in the his first one was lost in the little puddle of golf balls.
Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, his swing is looking really good right now though. He sent a video to Anderson. Anderson showed me it, and it's probably the best it's ever looked ever, ever. I've never seen it look that good.
He's
Is
got to
he
be going to a
still
coach or something.
is he still swinging at DeChambeau's type numbers?
He's
He
actually
is,
calmed it down a little
yeah,
bit. He's not swinging too hard right now.
but his putting still sucks.
That'll always be the case.
Nah, but no, but his swing was actually really good. I'm gonna give him props for that. I don't know how, no practice. I don't buy that.
Oh, he'll always tell you that his chipping's really good too. He'll always say he's good hands, but
My chipping was
not the case.
really
It's not the
good
case.
for the 36. There were a couple of holes I was flying greens. Guess how many greens I flew, Anderson? And you know I never fly greens.
Yeah, you're usually short of them.
Yeah, guess how many?
9 holes,
Four.
we go four.
Four.
I flew four greens on 9 holes, and they were wedges. There were wedges and a 9 iron.
So did you beat the pastor?
Oh, by a lot, and I felt really good. Like a lot. I'm telling you, it was a lot. I mean, he probably shot like near 60, so I was very generous.
Dang.
Well, he just started back up again, so he didn't really score, but he probably shot like 50 something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, my chipping in this tournament was awful. I was ready to throw my wedges in the trash can.
until you got that triple birdie, right?
Triple birdie.
Yeah, with the wedge that you hit to 5 feet.
Oh, the birdie net
Yeah,
triple.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
no. I'd chip every single chip I'd hit. It would just I'd have a good contact, and it would just go about 7 or 10 feet away from the hole on like an easy chip. And now I'm just missing a 7 footer for par, and it's just
yeah.
infuriating me.
So you know how I
As,
hit that? My
go
fault.
ahead, Jackson. Go
So
ahead.
you, so Anderson, you know how I hit that like baby driver shot, right?
Hmm. The bunt
Well,
driver.
I hit a baby driver because there was a ditch, and the baby driver, I'm not lying. I counted it. I had the stuff. It went 265 with the baby driver, and I had 60 yards left on. It was like there was a ditch. It was like really short par four, but I had like 80 yards left. That was one of the best feelings in the world, dude. My driver was on 2 days ago. I don't know if it is anymore.
So did it land 200 and roll 260?
No, it actually stopped. It's been raining, so
Oh, okay.
probably got two bounces, I don't know.
I tell you what, that that 95 clubhead speed's really working out for you.
I don't
It's
know
getting
what
you.
hey, I'm telling you, I'm not bragging. I'm telling you that God did something on Sunday. He was looking down on me, and you better believe I prayed before going out there too, dude. I was nervous.
Well, then your prayers have been answered because now you're swinging at 105 miles an hour.
My putting was on too, bro. I'm telling you, ever since you were clowning my chipping, I have been working my butt off, dude. I've been working my butt off. You were clowning my chipping. It was amazing. It
Well,
was
you know
awesome.
what Anderson needs to be working on right now? Because ask him how many three putts he had yesterday.
How many, Anderson?
It's either 4 or 5.
And still shot one over for the day.
And
Hey,
I missed 4 putts inside 5 feet for birdie too.
Can you imagine what he might have shot had he just made half of them?
yeah, coulda, woulda, shouldas, but you did it, dude.
Hmm.
There you go.
Imagine what I
I'm
could have
so
shot if I
proud of you,
didn't
bro.
do triple. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jackson. I appreciate that.
of course.
I went to check today to see if they had updated the rankings. I wanted to see where you went
I
and
did. Oh,
you noticed on your reel that you know I don't know what you call that up top on the Facebook page where you always post Anderson, because I know you put it on Instagram, but it automatically puts it like up on the top of the
Hmm.
Facebook. When I saw who all made first team, I made sure I congratulated the Rome State golfers.
you better
Yeah.
believe. You better believe.
You calling out Chirp right now?
Calling out your boy Trip.
That's crazy. Hey, Ginger, you better believe our PGA Tour dreams are alive again after this.
I
Hey,
don't
one,
know how many
my
one,
roommate, my roommate.
one JUCO win and we're back in.
I don't know how many triple bogeys are gonna win PGA Tour events, Jackson.
That's true. How much time do we have left? It's like
Like 10
7:50.
minutes.
We do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a tour event, Jackson, and let's say I had that 2 shot lead, that triple bogey would have put me from number one to T10.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not just competing against 2 other guys that are playing good. I'm playing and beating against 30 guys.
So, Anderson, tell us a little bit about this next tournament. How many teams will be in it? Do you know anything about? You've played Morristown before, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, what is that course like, and how many teams will y'all be going up against?
I think we're going against 5 or 6 teams, something like that. It's district, so it's only the teams in our district. I mean the course, the greens are pretty fast, pretty difficult. There's a good bit of elevation change. There's some pretty easy holes, and then there's some holes that are you walk away with a par and you're gaining a stroke on the field. Uh, a lot of lots of twists and turns, and I'd say if your distance control is not good, you're gonna be caught losing a lot of shots because there's a lot of bunkers around the green, stuff like that.
Is this the one that had like the par five that's like a horseshoe shape? Is this that
No, no,
course?
no, no. That was Knob North.
Okay. So y'all played Morristown earlier this year. Do you remember by chance what you shot, what your team shot? Did y'all play well there? Do you remember?
I think it was in the rain, so the scores are pretty high. I think I shot 4 over, 3 over, and I got T6, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah,
decent.
it was in the rain the entire time, so it was pretty tough.
Gotcha.
Wait, where was the last tournament at? Like
The one
This
before this one,
the one you just won, yeah.
it was at
Ottawa,
Oh yeah, Udawa. Yeah.
OOLTE
Yeah. We actually were did we Coach House and I
W.
debated how to pronounce that. So
who was right, Jackson?
you were right, Coach. I'll admit it.
Thanks,
The
thanks.
Brits called it Ooty Woody or something like that.
Of course the Brits would say something like that, bro.
Wh-
Something like Ooty Woody Wah.
where's our boy Reggie tonight?
Oh, Reggie was making a bunch of faces at me, trying to get me to laugh earlier. He's upstairs now, probably going to sleep.
What did he finish out as in the tournament?
Yeah, I don't think he wants me to talk about that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He
I'm
he
sorry.
had a
Yeah,
bad
I
tournament.
understand. I understand.
He had a
We've
bad
all been
tournament.
there. We've all been there, right, guys? I
Is
remember.
he gonna is has he gone to talk to Hunter?
I think he's probably going to this week. Yes, sir.
Be a good idea. We need to get Reggie back in the game. I'll worry about my boy.
Just put too much stress on himself.
Happens to
Tell us
everybody.
tell us about the individual you had to play with.
So so there's a guy, the main man, Griffin Shipley. He's a big name around town. He he plays for community college called Pellissippi State, and I'm not gonna say anything bad too bad because that'll probably if it ever gets back to him, that'll probably not look good on me. But let's just say not many people are fans of Griffin Shipley.
Mm.
Not many people. And he was actually talking a lot of crap to Reggie. He was he's uh,
Reggie
on
had
one
to
of
play
the
30 Reggie had to play 36 holes with him.
Reggie looked like he aged a couple years after that round. He
You don't change people in your group?
no, you play 18, then you play another 18.
Wow.
Now, day two,
Most
they do change, but
Okay.
Yes.
first day
Okay.
when you're playing 36, there's no changing. I mean, Jackson is crazy. They'll finish the first 18, lunch is delivered right there. And
Mm.
and now yesterday they had carts and they rode the whole day, but typically they're walking and they carry their lunch with them and eat it while they're walking and
Yeah.
playing. They
I
don't
we
even st
so we've done that before. Remember Anderson at those that what is it, that first tee tournament? You remember that a long
Oh
time
my
ago?
gosh. Yeah, but
Remember
those were
that?
like 9 or 18 holes.
They were
They
18, yeah. No,
they
36 is crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine that. That's wild.
they call 36 holes in the US Open qualifying, final qualifying. They call that the longest day in golf. I
Hmm.
would like to counterpoint every 36 hole tournament we play or 36 hole day, that is the longest round of golf because you will have people that should not be playing golf and they will slow down the entire course and 36
Yeah.
holes takes upwards of 10 hours to 12 hours.
I bet it's mentally draining too, like for sure.
Oh, I mean, you're sitting on tee boxes waiting for people to
Hmm.
finish the hole. I mean, you're playing poison on the tee box. You're just hitting the tee boxes back and forth just for fun, waiting for your turn to hit.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's
don't miss
long.
that.
Oh my gosh. And poor Reggie he had 36 holes of that. And apparently on one hole, this Griffin Shipley hit it like a few feet closer than Reggie did. And he goes,
at watch it ears.
nah, he goes, somebody's closer. And Reggie goes, what is wrong with you? And
That's-
then and then Griffin replies with, somebody's DICK is bigger. And Reggie he just loses it and just doesn't talk to him at all after that. And he did reply to what Griffin said with a couple of things, but probably don't think I can say that.
Yeah. That's actually funny because that's exactly what my pastor and I were doing the entire time on Sunday.
Y'all
But
just talking crap.
well, we were saying somebody's closer. like from Happy Gilmore, but in a nice way.
Oh yeah, and
Uh,
Griffin Shipley is probably the slowest college golfer that we've ever played with. There was only there's only 6 teams in this tournament, so it should be going a lot faster. And I hear on like the seventh hole, one of the coaches is going off about Griffin Shipley slowing down the entire tournament.
it's crazy.
And there's supposed to be like a 2 hole gap between him and the next group, and apparently they're slowing everybody down. And so our rounds were about 4.5, 5 hours instead of about four.
What did
Slower than
Shipley
me.
shoot?
Shit, I tell you what, Shipley had a career ball of a day. Shipley went off. His average, he ended up shooting 3 over for 2 rounds, which I think his average is almost 80. So
Oh wow.
that's about 13 shots better than his average on a
Holy
harder
crap.
course than they usually play.
That a
Hey,
boy, Shipley. Good
yeah,
job, buddy. Good job, Shipley.
go Shipley, baby.
So
Go
will he be
Shipley.
in this tournament this weekend and Monday and Tuesday?
He will be playing in the tournament Monday and Tuesday, but Reggie was assured that they will not be paired with us. So we will not be
Okay.
playing with any Pellissippi golfers.
Okay. So,
How
but
about us? Go
Cleveland
ahead.
State, Cleveland State and Tripp will be there again, I'm
We
assuming.
we will probably be paired with Trip. Trip finished got done with the round and he's like, I guess I'll see you at districts. I should be the one next week. I said, brother, they ain't putting me at one. Coach is gonna put me at three where I thrive. Three or four is where I thrive, and that's where coach is gonna put me.
I bet Tripp is a little upset after leaving since y'all are like winning tournaments and stuff now. Or does he just not care?
I don't think he really cares about
Yeah.
too much about golf anymore. He just
Yeah.
plays it for fun. But no, it's always good seeing Trip at tournaments because it's always fun time.
Yeah.
Tripp's fun. Tripp's funny. Tripp's a really good golfer. I just hate that he quit on us and if he doesn't make it to nationals, I mean, I would just have to say, Tripp, you shouldn't have quit, buddy, because we're going, bro.
Papa holds grudges, doesn't he, Jackson?
I'm with him on this one.
It's not a grudge. I love Tripp. And I just, dang, just to see where y'all could have been if he had just stuck it out, you know? And
I
to see, honestly, to see what y'all are doing, even with him being gone, Jackson Hawkins has really, really stepped up. He had a great tournament too. You
yes,
and
yes.
Lennon and Jackson. I mean, the whole day I was just like, wow, he is really stepping up and doing a great job.
What he
Oh yeah,
shoot
Jack.
again?
He shot crap. I can check real quick. He
I think
shot.
he, I think he was +4 or +3.
I think he was T third.
Oh
Yeah, I think he was
wow.
at +4, something like that.
I think
Wow.
he was T3 for sure.
No, yeah, Jackson's been playing really good this semester.
Yes, he
He
has.
he's been playing really good.
It's always good to see that.
I think we did the math one time, and we've played 4 or 5 tournaments, and we've won two. If we had Tripp on our team with his scores counting and the tournaments we played with him, we would have 3 out of 4 wins instead of 2 out of 4. Because we lost one tournament, and if we had his scores, we would have won by like 10, I think.
Mm.
So I mean, it definitely affected y'all, but for
Oh
y'all
yeah.
to for y'all to step up and do what y'all have done, I mean, coming into the season, Tripp was supposed to be what y'all's number two.
Yes,
Colin was
sir.
going to be your number one. So let's just
Hmm.
say you basically lost your number two, and Jackson has stepped in and filled that
Hmm.
finished out that group of five really well. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
been really
He's
fun watching y'all.
it
I
definitely
mean,
has been. We're about to run out of time, guys, but it's been a great talking with y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Blood City Birdies and check us out next episode. All right. I'll see y'all.
Peace
adios.
out.